everyone back home in the hospitality state. I'm Jasmine Haynes reporting on location in Charlotte, North Carolina, the official home of the 2020 postponed General Conference. Let me get you up to speed. Here are the legislative actions that happened on Tuesday. After centering the day's business in morning worship, General Conference affirmed the petition for the United Methodist Church to become in full communion with the Episcopal Church. Now, you may be wondering, what does it mean to be in full communion? A formal full communion relationship is one in which two or more churches, in this case, the United Methodist Church and the Episcopal Church, publicly and visibly recognize one another as members of one holy, universal, and apostolic church. In a full communion relationship, the parties recognize each other's sacraments, offices of ministry, and Christian mission as fully valid and authentic, while also maintaining the autonomy and distinctive gifts of each church. What does that look like? So an example of that would be if the United Methodist Church accepts the ordination rights of someone from another denomination, and even appointing a clergy person from another denomination to a United Methodist Church. According to paragraph 431.1c in the 2016 Book of Discipline, a formal full communion relationship commits the church to working together as partners in mission towards fuller visible unity. You can find the list of full communion relationships with the United Methodist Church on your screen. To be clear, the United Methodist Church has affirmed the full communion relationship with the Episcopal Church, but the Episcopal Church has not yet signed off on the end of their paperwork, so to speak. The Episcopal Church will hold their own gathering and decide how they will respond. In the meantime, leaders from both the Episcopal and the United Methodist Churches will continue to be in conversation as they discern how best to live out this partnership between the two denominations as the body of Christ. The second and final legislative update from Tuesday is on the revision of the United Methodist Social Principles. The social principles are social teachings of the church that are part of the Methodist tradition of addressing complex social issues of the day. What the social principles are not is church law. They are intended to be best efforts to speak to contemporary church issues and be guidelines that can help with teaching and preaching. On Tuesday, April 30th, General Conference delegates passed a batch of revised social principles. The adopted revised social principle legislation on April 30 replaces Part 5 of the Social Principle Preamble, Paragraph 160, the community of all creation, and Paragraph 163, the economic community. Now, Tuesday's adopted revised social principle legislation adds to the political community that passed on April 27th, 2024, and Part 5 social principles preface that passed Monday. The remaining paragraphs 161 and 162 of the social community of the revised social principles petition will come to the floor in the coming days of General Conference. So, how does this impact the Mississippi Conference? The answer to that question will likely be more apparent near or at the closing of General Conference. Here's what's on slate for today. After morning worship, the plenary sessions will conduct several items of business, which will include observing Methodist Family Day and celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Methodist building. Also, make sure you follow the live stream. You can watch just like you're in the room by going to the link on your screen. As always, you can find the most accurate and up-to-date news with Mississippi Conference Communications at the URL on your screen. You can also follow and share news that you find on our social media channels, such as X, formerly known as Twitter, and the handle there is @MississippiUMC, or you can visit the conference Facebook page, which is the Mississippi United Methodist Conference. Stay tuned for more General Conference updates. For Mississippi Conference Communications, I'm Jasmine Haynes, reporting.